Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sons of Sequoia podcast. It is Thursday, May 6th, 2021, and we're broadcasting live from Wheat Ridge, Colorado, the home of the champions. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine, David. It's a beautiful morning here in Denver, Colorado, and Wheat Ridge is a suburb of Denver. And I think we're going to have a fun episode this time with trivia.
Yes. We're going to just... should we do it as a competition, or should we do it as a cooperation?
I don't know. We get started and maybe we'll naturally move into one or the other.
Okay. Well, should we just cut the crap and get started with our first round of questions?
So much to talk about, but we should have fun today.
Yes.
Let's just talk about trivia.
Well, I was reading Foreign Affairs. We were going to do another Foreign Affairs episode like we did yesterday, but the article is long, and some days you just got to take a break and have fun, right?
Sometimes you just got to relax.
Yes. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Trivia. Here's our first round of questions. I think I looked at these. They're kind of hard.
Oh, really?
What was on the first ever 12-inch record?
A song?
It's an LP. I think I know.
Oh, you the song or?
No, 12-inch record is an LP. So.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
wait, no, that's the first CD. I know that CDs, when Philips was developing CDs, they made them 650 megabytes so that an uncompressed WAV file would store 74 minutes of music. And that was a deliberate decision so that it could fit Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Now, the first 12-inch record, I don't know. I was going to say Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, but an LP only holds 40 minutes of music. So that won't hold Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
I don't know, Moonlight Sonata? I bet it was a song. I bet it was a song.
Do you think it was a popular song from like the Edison? You know, the Edison, they had the wax cylinders and then they moved on to records. But they had 45s before they had LPs, right? I mean, you would know this. You're older than me.
Yeah.
So
had
it may be mid-century that they came out with a 12-inch record. I don't know. I don't know when the LP came out. Are we about to find out? Is it time to end the suspense and find the answer?
I think so. Yeah, 45s came out before LPs because 45. So 12 inches an LP. I would say, no, Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys.
I'll say Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
Okay.
Oh, Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
Oh,
I was so close.
You were so close. I was so far.
Whoa, what just happened?
Went to the next 6. Here we go.
Okay,
wow.
Let's start over.
Okay.
What artificial sweetener based on sucralose was introduced in 1999? I think I know this.
Saccharin?
No, I believe that's Splenda.
So, that's a good guess.
Saccharin is sweet and low, aspartame is equal, and sucralose is Splenda. Now, I don't know why I know this because I hate artificial sweeteners.
You don't even like sweets.
I know more about artificial sweeteners than people that use them in their tea or coffee every single day. I think it's Splenda. Are we going to check it out?
Yeah, let's see.
Boom.
You're right.
First victory.
Yeah, now I think you would just go to the next one without clicking anything.
With arts, I don't click this arrow. We do all 6.
Yeah.
That way we get a broad... I like this site, though. Shout out to randomtriviagenerator.com.
Pretty good. I like it. I like how they did it. Which German city was the birthplace of the poet Heinrich Heine? Well, you just pick a city in Germany. Frankfurt or Berlin or Hamburg.
Sorry about that. I was a little indisposed. I had to sneeze.
Okay. Heinrich Heine. Well, to get the alliteration, Heinrich Heine, get the H, let's say Hamburg.
Heinrich Heine, Hamburg? Okay.
I have no idea.
I'm going to say so yeah, you're right. This is basically choose a city in Germany.
Uh-huh.
So you say Hamburg. I'm going to say Munich. And
That's a good
that's
guess.
a pure guess. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf.
That one was tough.
Yeah. That was pure trivia. I mean, that was just a guess.
Uh-huh.
I don't know unless you knew. Uh,
Unless you were a Heinrich Heine fan.
yeah,
I've never
exactly.
heard of Heinrich Heine. Okay. The Northern Mariana Islands became a U.S. territory during what war?
Northern Mariana Islands.
I want to
Where
say
are where are they?
I think they're in the Pacific.
Say World War II, I
I,
guess.
I want to say World War II, but when did we get the Philippines? The Spanish American War, right?
Yeah, it could have been that.
I'm gonna say the Spanish American War.
That's
You say World War II?
I'll say World War II because you Pacific, you think of World War II, but I bet it wasn't. I bet it was before then
Let's
because we had those islands. But let's see.
big reveal.
Reveal.
You
World War II.
win.
Yep.
So we're 1-1. I got Splenda. You got World War II. We both missed Dusseldorf.
Yep. We
Okay,
missed. Sorry, Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf. I like that name. It sounds like something like in the 50s. A bully would call someone they were bullying. You ain't nothing but a Dusseldorf. Um, Venice's famed Bridge of Sighs connects to what?
Uh, I
Islands?
would say no. I would say two banks.
I'm gonna say islands.
It connects one side with the other side. Famed bridge of size.
Yeah,
Well, famed to whom? I don't even know. I've never heard of bridge of size. Have you heard of the bridge of size?
I have. I think I saw it in a Rick Steves. They were talking about the Bridge of Sighs. It's a tourist
Okay.
attraction there. But before we
Yeah.
go on, before we answer this, shall we Google Mariana Islands and see where it is in the world?
Yeah. Yeah. I see where
You
the
were
Mar
right. It was World War II. I think the smart money was on World War II. You had the good guess. Marianas Islands. Let's take a look.
Where's the map?
Oh, it's Guam. Uh,
Oh, it's Guam.
that doesn't help. Northern Marianas Islands. Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
it's north of Guam.
So, yeah, I mean, I was right about it being close to the Philippines and the
You're
Spanish
right.
American War, but
Like it's a triangle between the Philippines and Japan,
yeah,
but it's north of Guam.
yes,
I guess it's part of Guam. Maybe it's part of the Guam. There. Oh, Guam is one of the Mariana
I
Islands. I
think
see.
so.
It's the
We're,
southern. This is learning something.
yeah, we're learning something.
It's the southern. Guam is the southern island of the Mariana Islands.
Uh huh.
And zoom out again, you can see the archipelago. It goes further up further. See
Yeah.
the islands up north. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. There's the arc.
I-
How about that?
Isn't the Philippines like thousands of islands? Like if you zoom in, there you keep seeing new islands. See?
Yeah, a bunch of little bitty ones. Yeah, you could probably go there and buy an island if
Yeah.
you want to live. If you want to live over there. The
So
Philippine Sea, South China Sea, East China Sea, Sea of Japan.
so I wasn't so certain about um where the Mariana Islands were. Now I know, and now I know that we
You're,
acquired them during World War II. We're learning.
yeah, and Guam is part of the Mariana Islands. Actually, if you were in people like your grandparents, my parents in World War II, they would know that because they were there. Yeah,
If you were in the Pacific.
yeah. If you're in the Pacific.
Okay, well you can opine on the Bridge of Sighs. Before I
Okay,
reveal, if you can take the lead, I am going to blow my nose because I have a bit of allergies.
okay. Because I believe actually I'm gonna with a bridge of size connect to what? I'm gonna go with you and say islands because it's in Venice. Venice is the was a city of canals or something, and so I'm going to go with because it's in Venice, and Venice says the canals. I'll go with, I think an island is two islands is a very good idea.
I say
Good
island
guess.
just because it's the obvious one. It could be churches as well, because Italy is nothing but churches. But
Size sounds like, so it could
oh,
be two cemeteries.
it's like, oh yeah, it could be two cemeteries. Or it's like, wake up, kids, put on your Sunday best. We're going to church, and the kids go, ah, we have to cross the bridge of sighs. All right, shall we see the answer?
Yeah, but also size probably has another interpretation in Italian.
Prisons.
Prisons. An old prison inside the Doge Palace to a newer one across the Rio de Palazzo. Wow.
Well, I'll be.
Well, I'll be bumfoozled. Yeah, it's prisons. See, now that's again, I would never have guessed that.
Mm-hmm. We have a booze question. What flavor of schnapps is used to make the drink the fuzzy navel?
I don't drink. I have no idea.
Well, I know that schnapps. I've never had a fuzzy navel in my life. I do drink occasionally, but navel would lead you to believe orange because schnapps are fruit flavored liqueurs. However, the fuzzy would lead me to believe, and also I know that orange schnapps isn't really a thing, but a very popular flavor of schnapps is peach schnapps.
I was going to say peach because it's fuzzy.
So I think that, yeah, peach kind of looks like a fuzzy orange, right?
Yeah, because it's fuzz on the peach.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with peach. Are you going with peach too?
I'll go with peach.
Peach. We were right.
Peach, we both got that one.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I that the fuzzy part made me guess. Just when you said that, I go, yeah, I'll go with that, because I've never drank in my life.
Uh
Never
huh.
had a drink in my whole life. Who is the youngest member of the band Boyzone?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. The youngest member, I'll say the shortest one.
I'm gonna say, and this is probably wrong, but I gotta put up an answer. I'm gonna say Aaron Carter. So his brother Nick was in the Backstreet Boys, and I know that he came up afterward. Now, this is the funny thing. Like I can make educated guesses about trivia, but if you're a boy band fanatic, when I say Aaron Carter, you'll be like, this guy's an idiot. Like Aaron Carter was never in Boyzone, but I know he was a little brother of a boy band member. So my best guess is Aaron Carter.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know any of those things.
Okay.
Let's just see.
I'm
Huh?
trying to think like I don't know. That's my only guess. I don't have any other names that are popping into my head. Shall we see?
Youngest member. I would just have to think of a name of a boy singer
Bobby
that's
McGee,
recent. No.
someone who became famous. Oh, is it Charlie Puth?
See, I don't know any of those people. So this is not my area, that's for sure.
I'll say Charlie Puth. Ronan Keating. I would have never have gotten that. I
I've never
hate.
heard any of those names.
I hated that question. I don't.
Okay.
I don't like missing music questions.
Oh, now you know. It's Ronan Keating, David.
Yeah, I won't remember that.
Okay, well,
Uh,
that arrow there is just for you then.
we did 2 out of 6. No, 3 out of 6. Splenda, World War II, and Peach. So
I got one, you got one, we both got one.
yeah, and we're 15 minutes in. That means I think we can do about 4 of these. I think our
Okay.
goal is to get a 6 out of 6. How does that sound?
Okay.
So we got to do better than 3. Let's load it up again.
According to the nursery rhyme, how many blackbirds were baked in a pie?
Do you know?
Trying to think of the nursery rhyme. Blackbird, blackbird, baked. Yeah, they do have a number. I can't think of the nursery rhyme.
I don't know the nursery rhyme. I never heard it. You guys never read me nursery rhymes.
We read your Aesop's fables.
Yes. If it was about the sour grapes, I would know it, but you never read me Mother Goose.
Yeah, I thought nursery rhymes are kind of uh, presumptuous. Actually, they just rhyme. They put things together that rhyme that didn't seem to make sense. That just nursery rhymes never made sense to me. Uh, I'm trying to think of a.
Is it a teen? Is it like a singular number, or is it in the teens, or is it in the 20s? Do you have any idea?
No, I think it's like kind of like a fortnight. Like uh, like it's not one number. It's like a
When the pie was
yeah,
opened, the
like
birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in the counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Along came a blackbird, and sniffed off her nose. Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of rye. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
when the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? So how? Why would you read that to a kid?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It's bizarre. And usually these nursery rhymes have a history behind them, and a lot of times they mean something. But anyway, we missed that one,
Uh huh. That
and I didn't.
stinks.
I don't mind missing that one.
Shall we go down to science?
Okay,
What 19th century English woman became the first qualified medical doctor?
Madame Curie.
Florence Nightingale? She was a nurse, though.
Yeah.
It shows how little we know about women's history. We should be ashamed of ourselves, Mikey. I'll say Florence Nightingale.
Was Madame Curie, was she English or was she
But she wasn't a
American?
medical doctor. She was a physicist.
She was a physicist, but oh yeah, but she dealt with radioactivity.
But that's
She was
not.
a scientist, not a doctor. It could have been Florence Nightingale, actually.
I'll say the
But,
Florence Nightingale. I don't think that's right, but let's see.
okay, let's see.
Elizabeth Garrett Anderson.
See, that's embarrassing. I don't know that name. I've never heard that name.
I've never heard that name either. We are
That's
0 for
that,
2.
that's something to remember, though. Elizabeth Garrett Anderson.
The first
Wow,
woman doctor.
the first
According
woman
to
doctor.
Western medicine, women have been healers throughout antiquity, history. But
That's true.
according to the standards of the English, Elizabeth Garrett Anderson was the first past the post.
In the 19th century.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going to get this one because you know English history more than I do. So you're more likely to get this one. Which king of England was crowned on Christmas Day?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a Stuart, evident parent. Likely it's not a Stuart
It
because you
could
know
be a Tudor or a Stuart. It could be Henry VIII. I mean, I think that um, I think that it's going to be a famous English
King
king.
George, King George, Henry VIII.
I'll say
Yeah,
Henry VIII. What will you say?
Henry VIII is such a colorful character. It makes sense that he would get crowned on Christmas Day and take credit for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah,
changed the
let's say
church.
he changed the church. Yeah, let's say Henry VIII.
William the First. He
William the
was
Conqueror,
he was crowned in 1066. That is before the Tudors. You're right. It wasn't a Tudor or a Stuart.
also known as William the Bastard. He was the first Norman king. He was crowned in 1066. Wow.
We're 0 for 3 on this set.
Yeah.
The best we could do is tie our previous performance. I know this one. Which
Oh, good.
supermodel is nicknamed the Body?
The
Do you,
body.
do you know?
Marilyn Monroe.
No.
No.
It is Elle McPherson.
Oh,
Boom. I
you
got
knew that one.
one. Got one.
Yay, you got that one.
Okay. In which city could you find Bondi Beach? All right. Do you know where Bondi Beach is?
I have no idea. No.
I know that it's in Australia. So that
Oh,
leaves me with two potential answers: Sydney and Melbourne.
okay. Perth is interior.
I think Perth is on the west coast. I think this is south coast of Australia.
Okay. So Melbourne or Sydney.
Those are my two guesses.
Yeah.
I'll guess Melbourne. Do you want to guess Sydney just to cover
Yeah,
our bases?
I'll guess Sydney.
I'll say I think it's Melbourne.
Yeah, I'll
Sydney,
say
you
Sydney.
win.
Okay, I lucked out on that one.
All right.
Sydney.
We have 2 out of 3. I mean, 2 out of 5.
How
Oh,
old was Buddy Holly when he died in a plane crash in 1959?
he was
He
young.
was young. He was pretty young, along with Big Bopper
Richie
and
Valens.
yeah, Richie Valens. That's when the music died.
I'm gonna say 24. I think he could have even been younger, like 22, 21.
Yeah,
Do you want
I
to make
would.
a guess?
Yeah, he could have been 19 even. I'll say 21.
I'll say 24. You say 21. Maybe we'll get 3 out of 6 again. Let's try it. Let's try it. 22.
We
Oh.
bracketed it. He was 22 years old. I said 21. You said 24. We were right around it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah, because we knew he was in the 20s, early 20s.
Well, I must say we did our best that time.
Well, we got 2 out of 6. I got
Uh
one. You
huh.
got one. You got one because you knew it. I got one because I lucked out.
Mm-hmm. Um, shall we load up another set?
Yep. Yeah, there was 2 sets.
Or I mean, should we Google a picture of Elle Macpherson first?
Yeah, the body,
just for research. Just for research.
images, the body. There's your body.
Let's see. Oh, I gotta move. Hold on.
I mean,
There she is. There she is. She's
yeah,
51. She's
she's
51
51.
in this picture.
She's 51 years old. Well, that's pretty good for 51. But the
Pretty.
point is, there's, you know, she she does have a very symmetric, well-proportioned body. Congratulations. But a lot of women do.
Good job, Elle Macpherson. Good job.
Good job, Elle McPherson.
Okay, we had to look at some pictures of Elle Macpherson. Okay, here we go. A new set of
But
questions on the
who
horizon.
who called her the body? Where did she get
That was her
that?
nickname.
Yeah, but who?
The press called her the body. Elle the Body Macpherson.
The press. Okay. Okay.
Here we go. History. Hoa Lo Prison was more commonly called what by American POWs? I think I know this. Do you know this?
The Hanoi Hilton.
The Hanoi Hilton. Booyah! 1 out of 1. Let's go.
Yeah.
Which is a
That
small. What? Go
that
ahead.
that was not a pleasant place.
No, I
It
don't think
was
that
not a nice.
anyone really wants to be a prisoner of war.
Well, not in the Hanoi Hilton,
Not
which is
anywhere.
uh, which is a small flightless bird, also New Zealand's national symbol.
Is the kiwi a bird?
I'm thinking of a penguin.
I'm thinking of the kiwi. I think that's a bird.
Kiwi is a really good guess, and I kind of remember the kiwi being related to New Zealand for some reason. It popped into my head.
I'll say kiwi.
Let's say kiwi. I'll say kiwi.
Two
You're
out of
right.
two.
Yay.
I know this one, music one, but it's not about Boyzone, so I know the answer. Who took over as lead guitarist of the Yardbirds when Eric Clapton quit? Do you have any idea?
I see. I don't know music like you do. I have no idea.
I think it's Jimmy Page, the guy who went on to be the lead guitarist of Led Zeppelin. So I'm going to say Jimmy Page.
Okay. 'Cause I
Oh
don't know.
no, it's Jeff Beck.
Jeff Beck.
I never liked Jeff Beck. I'm wrong. I missed the music question. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Jimmy Page was in the Yardbirds, though. I got to look this up.
That's not Jimmy Page there you have up there, David. I'm pretty sure that's not Jimmy Page.
Yeah, the Yardbirds. Jimmy Page was
Formed Led Zeppelin.
he was in the Yardbirds, but I guess Jeff Beck was also in the Yardbirds, and it was Jeff Beck that took over for Eric Clapton, I suppose. That pisses me off. Okay.
Uh, well, the 2007 rule banning suspended NFL players from signing with the CFL was named for what player?
I think, and this might not be true, but I have a guess. Do you have a guess?
2007. No, I don't know.
I think it was Ricky Williams.
Oh, see, no, I don't know.
I'm going to guess Ricky Williams because he was smoking weed. He kept getting banned from the NFL for smoking weed. Canada, they didn't really care if you were smoking weed. It's like, well, you're not doing anything bad. You're just smoking weed all the time. So he tried to get a contract with the CFL, but the NFL said no. So I think it's Ricky Williams.
Okay, let's see if it is.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
good job, Dad! Yay!
I
You did it.
remember. I remember that story. Okay, we have to move our picture real quick. What 2010 horror novel by Jeff Strand was nominated for a Bram Stoker Award? Yikes. This is the thing about trivia. If you're not into horror novels, you don't know. But if you are, I'm sure that it's like a common one to know.
Dracula.
No, Bram Stoker Award is for the best horror novel. I'm thinking what came out after. What I'm thinking of horror movies because I actually see horror movies. I don't read horror novels. So, what came out around that time that was a horror movie?
Oh, novel by Jeff Strand. When I hear Bram Stoker, I think of Dracula.
Yeah.
But this is a novel by Jeff Strand.
So the Bram Stoker
2004.
Award is given to the best horror novel.
Yeah. You know, any horror, I think of what's the guy's name that It? What's his
Stephen
name?
King.
I think it's Stephen King novels.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with a movie that I
Yes.
saw a few days ago, and I know it's wrong, but it was called The Black Coat's Daughter, a very good horror movie. Other good horror movies that I've seen, The Witch, that one's good. Another good horror movie. Let's just leave it at those two for now.
Okay, I'll say the Goonies.
A movie that
Is
came
that
out in 1987.
Oh, is that
With-
1987?
I think The Goonies came
What-
out in 1987. Let's see here.
What's the one with the little
85.
what was the cute little ones that then all of a sudden
The Gremlins.
they got the Gremlins? Yeah, 2010. What happened in 2010? That was 11 years ago. I don't know.
I'll say The Conjuring. Dweller. We were not going to get that one no matter
Not
how
even
hard
close.
we tried.
Not even close. No, I'm not into horror films.
Lake Champlain, that's not even a film. I think it's just a book. I'm not sure
a book. Yeah.
they've made a movie of Dweller. Okay, I want to see.
It's American writer Jeff Strand. Oh,
Look at this. The paperback only has 239 ratings on Amazon. That is some obscure trivia. You know what I mean? People seem to like it though. Okay.
Which
Oh.
goes to show you that sometimes things that are really, really good are not necessarily popular.
Yeah, it's true. It won an award. People that read it love it, but I never heard of it. So good for Jeff Strand, good for Dweller. If we get this next question, and we're about halfway through the episode, we will have set a new personal record of 4 out of 6. So
Wow.
don't blow it.
Okay. Lake Champlain lies on the border between Vermont and which other U.S. state?
Do you know?
Well, you could say it's either New Hampshire or New York.
Could it be? Is Massachusetts the Massachusetts border? What about
No.
Pennsylvania?
No, they're below. Lake Champlain is the border between U.S. and Canada, and it's up, and Vermont is in sandwich between New Hampshire and New York.
Okay.
So it's either New Hampshire or New York.
So what if I said New Hampshire and you said New York?
I think it's New York
Okay, I think it's New Hampshire. And we're about to find out now. New York,
New
good
York,
job.
because Lake Champlain goes inland.
Okay, I feel bad about not knowing my geography, but we have to look at a map of the U.S. Here we go.
Northeast. See right there.
You're right. No, it does, but it does border Massachusetts.
Make it. Can you make it bigger? I don't think it goes down that far.
No, look. Do you see right here?
Yeah, I see it.
Massachusetts is here. Vermont is here. They border each other.
Oh, yeah. They border each other, but Lake Champlain doesn't.
Here, no. But I said, could it be Massachusetts? And he said, no. Vermont doesn't border. Vermont only borders New Hampshire and New York. But I was right.
Well, what I mean is the Canadian border up there.
Yes, Lake Champlain is further north, and Vermont's on its south border.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's up north. Actually, I didn't realize Lake Champlain was north-south. I thought it was east-west. That's why I thought it could be New Hampshire.
But the bottom line is that we got it right.
We got it right.
Shall we do one more, two more sets?
Okay.
So we got 4, and we got 3, we got 2, and then we got 4. 4 is our record. Okay, what year did Ray Bradbury publish the novel Fahrenheit 451?
You need to move the picture.
Okay.
What year did Ray Bradbury publish the novel Fahrenheit 451? 85?
No, I think it was during McCarthyism.
55?
55 sounds right. I'll say 56.
Okay.
You're going to say 55?
I'll say 55, see if we can. I just guessing 55.
Because if I say 57 and you say 55, it will be 56. I'm sure it's going to be 54 or 56. I'll say 56, you say 55.
It'll be 54, 57.
Oh!
53! Oh, no. 1953. We were 2 off.
Well, I think the thing about trivia is we were close. I mean, we were in the right ballpark.
Yeah.
What was first presented at Hollywood's Roosevelt Hotel on May 16th, 1929? I know this one. Do you know it?
Oh, first presented in Hollywood's Roosevelt Hotel. An award of some kind?
Yes.
The Academy Awards or something like that?
The Academy Awards. Remember when we watched the Colette acceptance speech?
Oh, yeah.
And the guy said, today is Colette's birthday. She was born 2 weeks before the first Academy Awards ever happened. It's the Academy Awards. Oh, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I kind of feel like we deserve honorable mention for getting within 2 years of Fahrenheit 451's release date. Squab is a name given to the young of which bird?
Oh, that's kind of that's a good one. Science. Squab.
Is it pheasant?
I don't think so. No, I don't think it's a game bird.
It's a game bird. They eat squab on Top Chef.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Well, you're right, David. You're right. They do eat it. Okay, so it could be pheasant. It could be quail.
But I think that a young quail would be too small to eat. Like a baby quail. So it's got to be a somewhat larger, like at least the size of a chicken. But because you're eating a baby chicken. Could it be a chicken?
Actually, no, I don't think so. I think pheasant is a very good guess.
All right. Let's go with pheasant.
Let's go with pheasant.
A squab is a name given to the young of which bird? We're going to say pheasant. And if we get this, my 150 hours of watching Top Chef in my life will have paid off. Pigeon!
Pigeon! Pigeon.
I knew it
Uh,
started with a P. I deserve honorable mention for that one too.
yeah, sure. A pigeon. Oh, wow.
They eat pigeon. It's weird, isn't it? And it's like a
Yeah,
delicacy.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to eat a pigeon. I guess the thing is, a pigeon, they say, oh, they're walking rats, but they probably no dirtier than a commercially farmed chicken. And I think the thing about that stuff is you can be adamant about be a vegan, watch what you eat clean, eat healthy, and that's good. Or you could take the other route, which is you eat all that stuff, and in order for it to be healthy for you to eat all that stuff, you have to not worry about it. That's my advice. If you're going to eat food in this world and you want it to be healthy, one of the keys is don't worry about it.
Because worry is more unhealthy than some food you can eat.
Mm-hmm.
That you're getting at.
Yep. All right,
That, that'll hurt your health more.
we're 1 for 3. This next one is a gimme because I was born in November.
What is November's birthstone?
It is, do you know?
Garnet.
Topaz. January's garnet. November's topaz. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're born in November.
Makes it
November
easy.
11th.
No, don't tell my
November
birthday
11th.
on stream.
Why?
It's personal information people could use against you.
Oh, well, you're born in November. Topaz. Where on the European continent is located the only population of monkeys living in the wild?
Okay, I'm going to say something, and it may be. I think a lot of times when things sound racially insensitive, it's just out of ignorance. But I don't know the answer to this. And when I think of monkeys, I think of a film that I saw when I was a kid called Aladdin, because his sidekick was a little monkey in a fez.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Aladdin's supposed to take place in Arabia, but the closest country on the European continent I can think of that's close to Arabia is Turkey. So I'm going to say Turkey because of the movie Aladdin.
That's probably a good guess. That's a really good guess, David. Yeah, I'll say Turkey.
Gibraltar. Oh,
Wow, originally from the Atlas Mountains and the Rift Mountains of Morocco. The Barbary population in Gibraltar has existed for centuries. Wow. What's that word? The Barbary
macaque.
macaque.
Shall we take a look at what a macaque looks like?
Yeah.
They were in that. There they are, macaques.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
They're kind of cute. No one's got a red face. They call that one
Macaque.
the red face macaque.
New
Okay.
England primate. Well, you know that's kind of in the European continent, Gibraltar. That's kind of respectful that they live in the wild
But the thing
and
is,
that they're still allowed to be wild. That's what I'm getting at.
they're originally from Morocco, so they brought them from Africa to the southern tip of Europe. Oh, it's the only place where they live wild. It's
Yeah.
like, well, they brought chimpanzees to the Frankfurt Zoo. Like, I see, but it's living in the wild. That's the, because it's like they were brought there. Okay, I'm pissed that we missed it. Well, we're 2 out of 5.
Yeah. The Grammy Awards are depicted by what gold-plated musical object?
We'll get another 3 out of 6. We're batting 500. Do you know?
A harp.
No, it's a phonograph.
A phonograph. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, like an RCA
What-
Victor style phonograph.
Yeah, what am I thinking of a harp? What's the harp?
I have no clue.
Anyway, yeah, with a phonograph with a big bell.
Mm-hmm. They might say record player. Gramophone. That's right, right?
That's right.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna call that right. Gramophone.
Yeah, we're gonna call that right.
But as long as we're doing this, we're gonna Google what's the difference between a phonograph and a gramophone. Oh. Gramophone.
With a picture to the right so we can see it.
A gramophone is any sound recording device or device for playing previously recorded sounds, especially if it uses a flat spinning disc. Phonograph is any sound recording device or device for playing previously recorded sounds, especially if it uses a spinning cylinder. So was I wrong?
Not in my mind.
No, we're going to give that one to ourselves. We deserve it. 3 out of 6. Again, 4 is our best, 2 is our worst, and we've gotten 2 3s. Do you think we can squeeze in 2 more?
Maybe.
We're at 40 minutes.
Yeah, we can go faster. We'll just go right to the answers.
I like chit-chatting about it. I don't know. I think it makes it more fun.
Who was the Greek equivalent of the Roman goddess Juventus? I've never heard of Juventus. Juventus.
Okay.
Juventus. The Greek equivalent of the Roman goddess.
I think that we should double up on this, and I think we could get it. I wanted to say Artemis when I read the question. She's the goddess of the hunt, and I think that's a good guess. Now, Jupiter is Jove. So Juventus might be like the wife of Jove, which would be Hera, which was Zeus's wife.
Good grief. You know all that stuff. I don't know any of that stuff.
So I think that if I answer Artemis and you answer Hera, we'll have a good chance of one of the two of us being right.
Yeah, it's really both of your answers. I'll say Hera.
I'll say Artemis. Heba. They were both wrong.
Heba. I didn't know any of it.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty good, David. I don't know that the Greek and Roman gods.
Juventus, Heba. Heba. She's the Greek goddess of youth. Well, now we know. I don't like that. I don't like missing questions. I know this one. Entertainment. From what film is the line, "I'll have what she's having"? Do you know?
Oh, yeah. That's in When Harry Met Sally?
Yes. And do you know what deli they're in?
No. I can see the...
Katz's Deli, New York City.
Yeah, I can see the scene. That's when she was faking an
orgasm.
Faking an orgasm, and he says, "I'll have what she's having." Yeah.
Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal, right?
Yeah. It was a funny scene. It was a good scene.
But just talking about Katz's Deli makes me want a pastrami sandwich. We got this one. When Harry Met Sally.
Sure, Sally was only faking it, but the act was good enough to prompt another diner to request, "I'll have what she's having." Yeah, they're reenacting the scene.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're 1 of 2. Where I don't know if we're going to get a perfect score because this is our second to last set, and we already missed one. But we'll move on. Geography. The fillet of which fish is used to make roll mops?
Salmon?
Like salmon, I'm thinking they roll them, right? So it has to be like a thin fish. You say salmon, I'll say cod. Sound good?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to this.
Well, I don't know.
Herring.
Herring?
Okay, we got to look up roll mops, don't we?
Yeah. It's like a red herring to me.
Oh, wait, let me kill our picture so we can see the little picture on the side. Roll mops. Here they are. Little rolled up herring.
Looks kind of scary to me.
Did they just eat the skin and all?
That's what I'm wondering. Wow.
And the fish isn't cooked, it's just pickled. Roll mops.
Oh my. Marinade.
Vinegar.
Wow.
So they just pickle the fish. They roll it up. It looks like they put a little pickle inside of it. Doesn't that look like a pickle? Right here.
It does. Yeah, it does.
And I don't know if there's any sauce. It's just like basically raw fish and pickle. Yum. Yum, I say.
No, you gotta love fish to eat that because it's almost like you're biting into a live fish.
I think you got to grow up eating it. Like this doesn't appeal to me. But if I were in Sweden or Poland or wherever the hell they eat this stuff, and I started having it, I would get used to it. For instance, some people think bagel and lox is disgusting. It's like you get a big piece of bread, you put on cream cheese, and then smoked salmon. Like that sounds disgusting. But then once you eat it, you're like, oh wait, this is delicious.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're one for three. Who built the French country house called the Chateau de Monte Cristo?
Wow.
I don't know.
King Louis let's say the 15th.
I think the 15th was just a little boy.
Okay.
He didn't reign for
King,
very long. The
King,
14th or the 16th?
King Louis the 14th then?
Yeah, 14th sounds good. You can say that. Should I say someone who else it might be? Who it might
Like
be?
Napoleon?
Napoleon. I'll say Napoleon. You say King Louis the 14th. The two
Yeah.
obvious French historical answers. I'll
Right.
say Napoleon. You say Louis the 14th.
Okay.
Alexander Dumbass, the author of the Three Musketeers and the Count of Monte Cristo.
Alexander Dumas. Yeah, dumbass. What movie was that in? What movie was that in?
I know it's been a joke in a movie. I forget.
And they go, oh, the guy who wrote this was Alexander Dumbass. Says, no, it's Dumas. I know. I think I know. I do know.
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. That's right. Great movie.
A good movie, yeah. I watched Escape from Alcatraz recently, and it does this worse than the Shawshank Redemption does, but a lot of prison movies, the people that are in jail for violent crimes are the good guys, and the people charged with being their prison guards are the bad guys, and it's like, I know that for the movie you have to sympathize with the prisoners, but I'm sure that in real life there's a lot of shades of gray to that.
Yeah.
What is the common word for a metric ton in the U.S.? I got a bad joke. You want to hear it?
I guess so.
The dump I just took. A metric ton.
Metric ton. Common word for the metric ton is I don't know where they're going with that.
What is a metric ton? 1,000 kilograms?
Maybe so. It's a half a ton.
No, a ton is 2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds.
I think a metric ton is 1,000 kilograms.
1,000 kilograms.
Which is roughly the weight of a ton, because a kilogram is like 2 point some odd pounds, right?
Oh, okay. A heavy ton?
Heavy ton. I like that. Let's go heavy ton. Oh, a tonne. Tonne. Boo.
Oh.
Now I think we need to educate ourselves on the metric ton, don't we?
I think so.
Let's figure out exactly what a metric ton is. We're learning. We're using this time. Metric ton, 2 pounds. 2204. That's why a heavy ton is... I liked that idea. Metric ton, 2 kilograms. 1,000. I was right. So I think... Yeah, metric ton or tons. I like your answer, heavy ton. I'm going to say you were right and that the trivia is wrong. Because it's 2,200 pounds. And it's like, that's a heavy ton.
It is a heavy ton.
But in my defense, I knew that a ton was 2,000 pounds and a metric ton was 1,000 kilograms, and that kilograms were slightly more than 2 pounds, and that's why I went with heavy ton. So I think that's a decent amount of knowledge about the ton, right?
Yeah, oh, I think we've started a new trivia word because a metric ton is called a heavy ton.
I think actually before we move on, short ton. Oh no, look at this. Are you reading this?
Yes, they measure by the U.S. ton or short ton, as imperial ton or long ton is heavier.
But they call it an imperial ton or a long ton, but they don't call it the heavy ton. I was hoping that they already
No,
called it the heavy ton.
the short and long. See, now that that's a misnomer.
They should call it a
It's
heavy
not
ton.
long. It's not long is not a measure of weight. It's a measure of length. What are they talking about?
I agree with
We're right.
your.
We're right and they're wrong.
I think what you just said was the smartest thing anyone's ever said about weights and measures. An imperial ton is a heavy ton, not a long ton, a heavy ton.
I agree.
And Frosty the Snowman, who brought Frosty back to life?
Frosty the Snowman. Oh, well, the kids who put the hat on him brought him back to life.
I think it was Santa Claus, wasn't it?
They put the top hat when they put the top hat.
No, and then he
came back.
started to melt, and they had to take him to the North Pole, and Santa brought him back to life.
Oh,
Remember?
oh, yeah, no. I remember they put a top hat and it started
He
dancing
that
around.
brought him to life, but then he died. He's like a Jesus type character. He dies and he gets resurrected.
Oh,
I think it was Santa. You think it's the
okay.
kids? Santa! Booyah!
Santa, yay, we got that one. You got that one.
We got 2 out of 4. That was our worst. We can't end on our worst. We have to do one more. How does that sound?
Okay, we have to do one more.
I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
Uh-huh. Who is a Roman patron saint of hangovers? The Roman patron saint of hangovers.
I don't know.
Um,
When it says Roman, I think like the god of wine, Bacchus. But when it says patron saint, it's like Roman Catholic. So
Yeah.
what saint is known for? Is it St. Patrick? Or is that racist?
Saint Patrick is the patron saint of hangovers. No, well, whoever you say, you'll call it racist because it's hangovers.
But it could be like St. Christopher, St. Gabriel, St. Michael. St. Patrick is just, I think it's St. Gabriel. What do you say?
I have no idea. It was a Roman Catholic saint of hangovers would be Saint Thomas.
Okay. St. Bibiana.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, we're not going to get a perfect score on any of our boards, but I think we do need to learn a little something about St. Bibiana.
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 Wow.
Epileptics, hangovers, headaches, insanity, mental illness.
Is a Roman virgin and martyr. Wow. 4th century Rome.
Single women, torture victims. Wow.
Wow.
That's kind of cool. I'm glad we did this because you know what?
We're
Now I
learning
know about
something.
Saint Bibiana, the patron saint of hangovers, but I think perhaps more importantly, the patron saint of epileptics, mental illness, torture victims. Do you think that there's a little bit of a burn here? Like, that's a condition. That's a hangover. Then there's insanity, mental illness, and then single lay women. It's like that's sort of in the same vein as being mentally ill or being
Well, I think
hungover.
that's, yeah, but no, I think it's because Bibiana or Viviana or Vivian was a virgin
Yeah, okay. So she
and
was
she
single
was
her
killed.
Yeah, she
she
was
was
single her
single
whole
and she
life.
was martyred. Yeah, I think either the martyr part or it just they kind of said, well, she was that too, and she was this. But it was they don't go together. I wouldn't
Hmm.
say.
I like that question because I learned something.
Yeah, it was good, Bibiana.
My knowledge of the Catholic saints, because I'm not Catholic, is lacking. It's something I could educate myself on.
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
like
too.
this Saint Bibiana.
Yeah, me too.
She gives a voice. I think I've told you this before. I watch a movie review channel on YouTube called Red Letter Media. I like their reviews, but they were reviewing M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie. And in the movie, these crazy people run amok. And they're saying, yeah, in his last movie, he really went in hard on people with mental illness as well. They were these two crazy old people and they killed these children. And it's like, and I think if they were another group, that there would be people protesting these movies. But when it comes to the mentally ill, if you are mentally ill, you don't have the wherewithal to protest. And if you care for someone who's mentally ill, you're too exhausted to protest this depiction of you in film. So they become sort of a scapegoat. Like, oh, we can't, we can't choose an ethnic group. We can't choose sexual orientation. We can't there's a lot of people that you can't make fun of because they'll play as the villain because they'll organize and say that's not who we are, but you can do that with mentally ill people because they don't have the strength to fight back. And I think that's kind of cool that there is a patron saint
That's
for the
right.
mentally ill.
That's right. So that they can fight for the people who can't fight.
Yes, so that's why I like Saint Bibiana.
I do too.
Oh wait, we've already had this one. I say we take it. What fillet of fish is used to make roll mops? Do you
I'll say
remember?
herring.
I
I'll
think I'll
say
say
herring.
herring. Ah, we
We
got
got
it.
it. We got it.
Okay, what does a funambulist do?
Funambulist. They tumble.
I think
They
amble is
do.
walk. Fune, I don't know. I'm gonna say they're a pallbearer. Like they're a funeral walker.
Wow. Wow, that's a really good guess. I was thinking of like gymnastics of some kind. Yeah, let's say a pole bearer.
Pallbearer.
Pole bearer.
They're a tightrope walker. You were right.
I was I was right. But I didn't say tightrope. I was thinking of tumbling.
Gymnast, yeah. Damn
Gymnast.
it.
Yeah.
I can't believe I missed it.
That was a good guess though.
What musician helped fund the USS Arizona Memorial? I think I know this. Do you know?
That's no, no.
Uh,
Uh
the USS
Elvis.
Arizona was crashed. It could be Elvis, but it crashed in Hawaii or got destroyed in Hawaii. And I would say you could say Elvis. I will say the one
That was during
musician from Hawaii, Don Ho,
oh, well, it could be. But wasn't that the one that got
destroyed during
destroyed
Pearl
in
Harbor.
Pearl Harbor? Yeah.
Hmm. So that's in Hawaii. You could say Elvis because Elvis did spend a lot of time in Hawaii. I'll say Don Ho. Sound good?
Okay.
Elvis, you were right.
Yay!
I think sometimes I overthink these and you get them right.
Yeah, I don't think. What is the chemical symbol for curium? What is the chemical symbol for curium?
Okay, do you think it's
It can't be.
Cu?
Isn't Cu copper?
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh. So it has to be
Cm?
Cm, maybe?
Now, is radium and curium two different things?
I don't know. I don't know my chemicals that well.
No, I'll say Rd if you say Cm.
Hmm.
Like it is radium. Then they ended up calling it curium.
Oh, really?
I
Is it
don't
the
know.
same thing?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll have to look this up, but I'll say Cm.
I'll say Rd.
Or it could be Cr.
Yeah.
I'll say Cr.
Should I say Cm or Rd?
Up to you.
I'll say CM because I think that radium is its own element.
I think so too.
Oh yeah.
Yay, you won.
So we got 1, 2, 3.
I got Presley, you got CM.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got one more question. If we get this, we tie our best.
Who plays the guitar introduction to Michael Jackson's hit Black or White?
Famously in Beat It. That's Eddie Van Halen. I think because this was the early 90s, Eddie Van Halen was the king of the 80s. I think it might be Slash, the guitarist from Guns N' Roses.
I don't know music. I don't know.
Shall we say Slash?
I mean, I've heard Black or White. I think it's a good song. It's fun. Yeah, let's say Slash. I hope we get it. We need to get it.
Oh yeah, Slash is the answer.
We're leaving victors.
Yes,
that's our best one.
We got more right than we got wrong. We got in this last set we got herring because everyone knows that roll mops are made out of herring, especially us.
Now,
Elvis Presley in Hawaii. Curium is obviously CM, and Slash played the intro to Black and White.
We should have got Walks on Tightrope though. But because we were close, I said gymnast, but I went with Paul Bear.
Well, I think that this has been very fun. We're already getting some repeats, so I'm not sure how many times we could do it, you know? But
yeah, but I'm sure there are other sites out there too.
Yeah, did you have fun? I like the layout of this, though. It's nice.
There's a good site. Random Trivia Generator. It was good.
So shall we wrap it up? I had fun. This was a good, I mean, I don't know if anyone else will enjoy listening to us play trivia, but I enjoyed it, and that's really all that matters, right?
Yeah, but now we know the patron saint of mental illness.
Bibiana.
And we learned, so it's educational here today.
Yes, we know about roll mops. We know about Saint Bibiana. And do you remember the name of the first lady doctor in England?
It was a lot. It was
3 names.
3 names. Yeah.
Let's tell our readers. I don't remember either.
Elizabeth. I think Elizabeth Anderson.
Elizabeth Blackwell.
Elizabeth Blackwell. In the 1800s.
Oh no, Elizabeth Garrett Anderson. You're right.
Elizabeth Garrett Anderson. I was right. Elizabeth Anderson.
So we learned about Elizabeth Anderson, Saint Bibiana, and of course, the most important thing we learned is that in Eastern Europe and Scandinavia, they roll disgusting fish up with pickles and then they eat them raw, basically. So good job, guys.
Herring.
But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, right?
No. We eat stuff here that I'm sure they don't eat.
And I think trivia is good because you can learn things, and with the internet in front of you, you can research them a bit, like the Marianas Islands, or Dr. Elizabeth Anderson, or St. Bibiana. And I think the more you know, the more you can know. So I think that's a good place to end today's episode. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, and the more you know, the healthier you are. Keep learning. But the way you learn is talk, so keep on talking. And listen more than you talk and try to understand what the other person is saying.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.